Lieutenant... Oh, Welkin is 22 years old. Son of the late European War I, I guess, hero, General Belgen Gunther, and a leader of Squad 7. While attending university, his focus lay in animal sociology. In secondary military education, he chose tank operation. At university, officer training. In addition, he earned credentials as a tank commander. Oh, I can change his outfit? Wait, hold on. Oh. Okay, just in the picture, I think. I don't think he'll go to war in his, like, street clothes. Awesome. Alicia, Sergeant, aged 19, Squad 7 Scout. While a team captain in the Bruletown Watch, she also worked as a live-in apprentice at the local bakery. Isara is 16 years old, tank pilot, daughter of the late Darkson engineer Professor Tamer. She was adopted into the Gunther family as Welkin's sister. Faldio is 23, so 1 year older than Welkin. An archaeology student at the same university as Welkin, his knowledge of history is considerable. 3rd Regiment captain and direct superior to Welkin. She is one of the most feared yet respected officers in the Gallian military. Age 35, unmarried. Drafted during European War I, she joined Gallia's military as a sniper, electing to remain in the military after the war's end. Her work ethic quickly saw her promoted. So, former sniper, Eleanor Verrat. I like the name Eleanor. Largo is 36 years old, Squad 7 Lancer. Since his initial conscription during EW1, he survived countless missions, making him the most experienced of the Sevens. He hasn't done much for me so far. Jan has been my hero. Corporal, age 27, Squad 7 Shock Trooper. Formerly a bartender and songstress, she still bears the nickname Rosie, given to her by the bar-going regulars. Bridget Stark. Grace Cherney. Private First Class, age 20, a mechanic working in the militia's R&D facility. His primary responsibilities included weapons maintenance and repairs. Primary. Leon Schmidt. Private First Class, age 20, a member of the militia's R&D team. His chief task lay in the development of new weapons, bro. Georg von Damon. An asshole aristocrat born into a family with a long history of military service, he now commands the Central Gallian Force, including the militia. Yeah, whatever happened to Martha? Or did we, like, drop her off? I guess it'll tell us. Nanny to the Gunther family like her mother before her, she helped raise Welkin and Isara since birth, as well as 5 of her own children. A presence in the Gunther house since she herself was a child, Martha became a surrogate parent and source of assurance to the orphaned Welkin and Isara. Martha's son bored inside the Edelweiss on the day Brule fell to the Empire. He is Martha's 5th child. Our drill instructor is 48. The militia training grounds, his stern countenance and harsh words haunt the dreams of soldiers, near and far. Welkin's late father, widely regarded as a great hero for his contributions to preserving Gallia's independence during the First European War. Isara's biological father, and a gifted Darkson inventor, who contributed much to furthering Gallian technology. He built the Edelweiss for his friend after EW1. Squad 7 Shock Trooper, age 17. His leap-before-you-look brashness and flighty, carefree nature have earned him the name Bird among his friends in the squad. Alex Raymond. He'll end up on my team eventually. I liked him. In fact, I might replace, oh, actually, I already did. I replaced Noche with, with Salinas already. Skittish and introverted, he found interactions with others difficult. He seemed rather uncomfortable with his role as a shock trooper, yeah. I don't think he's ever making it back onto my squad. He was such a downer. Age 65, a foreman for the carpentry company before he joined the militia. His bad back is the result of an injury suffered during EW1. Well, I'll give Kobe some play. Handsome and smooth, he was always popular with the ladies. A bit of a Lothario, he's made many a beautiful woman cry. Salinas Milton. Yeah, maybe I'll replace Salinas. Vice Engelbard. Best name ever. He's only 17. Together with Aika, he roams the globe seeking adventure. Rumor has it he hails from a nation far removed from Europa's shores. So I guess I should put them together. Wendy Cheslak. Can't hit shit. Tinkering with explosives filled the shut-in's days until an overly ambitious portion of gunpowder blew her house to bits. Oh god. As a self-proclaimed actress growing up in a tiny rural town, she was quite the starlet. Though proud, she lacks coping skills. Her family ran an ironworks factory in Fosen. She dreams of designing accessories made of precious metals. And she was like very, very uncertain of herself. Age 29, her belief that a sound body saves lives motivates her to train her physique daily. In 9 years, she hasn't missed a day's workout. Hermes Kissinger. Squad 7 Scout, age 25. As a child of the open field, he dislikes cramped spaces. Slender and handsome, he is physically unable to not chat up any nearby ladies. And he is not on my squad. Full of more pep than ever he knew what to do with. He enlisted. Friendly and upbeat, he is quick to befriend pretty much anyone. Yeah, I like Melville. He also saved Oscar's life once. In a skirmish. Wavy is 35, considerate and polite to a fault. The Starkson schoolteacher rarely displays his emotions. Noche Wordsworth. Like Alicia, he worked as a team captain in the Brule Town Watch. Oh, that makes sense. His hobbies include writing and performing songs. Age 15. Her life on the family farm led her to grow up rather sheltered. She often enjoyed holing up in the stables with the animals. Ramona Linton. Age 18, formerly a model for the popular Gallian Girl magazine. She lives her life devoted to fashion, and she is a chatty Cathy if I remember. Ramona Linton. Wait, was there another Linton? Alex Raymond. Kevin something. Kobe Caird. Salinas. Oh no, it was Salinas Milton, not Linton. Age 19. As the daughter of a frontier tycoon, she knew precious little of the ways of the world, once naively paying 25 ducats for a single apple. So she's born into a wealthy family. I really like Juno. Juno's my girl. A classmate of Wilkins at university, she possesses both brains and beauty in spades, making her the object of many a boy's desires. And at least one girl. Aika. Age 17. Childhood friend and co-conspirator with Vice. She came with him from a far-off land, half for adventure and half to keep him in line. Squad 7 Lancer, age 27. Muscles sent him to the moon, whether they be his own or those of the other gents in the squad. His little sneezes are just adorable. And he can blow up a tank like no other. Thailed Boar. Squad 7 Lancer, age 18. An impoverished childhood has driven home the importance of wealth for him, driving him to seek fame and fortune as a war hero. Contrary to his gruff looks, his hobbies include cooking and tending his garden. He often joins Alicia in baking bread on his days off. Oh, Walter is a friend of Alicia's, huh? Is that everyone? Nope. Got page 2, or 3, I guess. Hector. The former head of the local watch in his home village, he showed a natural leadership that won the respect of all his soldiers. A sort of older sister figure to many Sevens, her teammates affectionately call her Lady Rose. She enjoys working out when off duty. I think I might replace her. She was raised by her father, a fencing instructor to the nobility, who recommended she enlist as a way to harden her physique. Carl Lanzat. And what was Faldio's last name? Was it the same? Squad 7 engineer, age 23, he worked at a Fosen ironworks until the incursion of the Imperial Darks and Hunters drove him to evacuate to the capital. Homer Perron, age 15, oh, a young'un. A sensitive soul dwells within the angelic exterior of this young boy who volunteered for service despite his frail constitution. As the product of a girls' school for the well-off, she dreams of a life surrounded by flowers and shuns the unrefined company of men. Age 21, her love for tinkering with machines saw her enroll in a technical university. There, she began work on developing new weapons. A Darkson with a strong sense of responsibility and the wherewithal to fulfill it. She holds a master's degree in literature. Oscar Baylert, age 15. He enlisted in order to keep his sickly younger brother safe. The scar on his forehead tells of a childhood attempt to do the same. I think the older brother might be a little sickly too. Cesare Regard, age 23. Always looking out for number 1, he elected to become a sniper in order to keep himself safely removed from the front lines. Ah, the medic doesn't have a name. Age 17, responsible for securing and treating Squad 7's wounded. She is well loved for her gentle touch and selfless dedication. Also, she runs into, like, the trickiest parts of combat and evacuates safely, so props to her. Alright, well that was real fun. I'm glad they give us a little bit of background on these people. It's our military rifle. Is there any way to, like, scroll through pages here without... Ah, there we go. So I didn't have to be going back to the menu each time. The ZM car we picked up from somebody, one of the aces, I think. This rifle is one of the factors that enabled the Imperial armies to sweep across Europa. Substantially lighter than the conventional rifles, the car greatly improved unit mobility and won the thanks of those first carrying. Its distinctive axe-shaped earned it the nickname Francisca among its users. This is the mags, which is what our shock troopers start with. And this is the ZM MP that we got from one of the aces. The ZM MP boasts a degree of refinement so high it was lauded as Zeckmeister's ultimate masterpiece. Guess that's what the ZM is. The pinnacle of everything required as a machine gun. This is our kind of basic lance. Lance-shaped anti-armor device. Wait, what is this? Do we have another lance? Maybe this is like an upgrade I bought? Von Bismarck. The designation PL comes from the term Panzer Lance, so tank killer lance. The GSR sniper rifle. ZMSG. Maybe it was an upgrade too. The SG also featured a Rudolph Company variable small arms scope. Basic grenade. It's a powdered ragnite mix. Edelweiss, designed and constructed by Sara's late father Tamer. This tank's 360-degree rotating turret, fully automated loading system, and other innovations completely revolutionized tank technology. Built to be operated by two, well commands the guns and issues commands to Sara, in control of both the wheel and wireless radio. Despite its age, it was among the first to use angled plating and other emergent concepts, yielding high performance from an early test stage. Its high cost was all that precluded its mass production. This is the Imperial tank. They were outclassed by Federation counterparts in terms of frontal firepower. Alright, those are our weaponry tab. We also have a glossary. Full of nature and rich in ragnite ore, Gallia borders the Empire to the east and the Federation on its western side. The small Central European nation is a constitutional monarchy, ruled by House Randgrease, the hereditary sovereigns of Gallia. The first ruling ancestor of the house, revered as the legendary hero of the ancient War of the Valkyria, built a castle on the site of what is now the capital city Randgrease, establishing it as the seat of Gallian rule. I think they said that the current ruler was named Cordelia, I think? Something like that. Population of just over 430,000. The official currency is the ducat, and it is characterized by policies of armed neutrality, and universal conscription. The nation was formally born in the 3rd century when Castle Randgrease was built and rule over surrounding areas began. When the Empire invaded Gallia at the turn of the 19th century, the king renounced his crown, instead ruling over an autonomous region within the Empire as Archduke. But as democratic movements swept to Western Europa, the Archduke harnessed that energy in Gallia to push for freedom from the Empire, resulting in the War of Gallian Independence. Stretched thin between multiple fronts, the Empire was unable to maintain its hold, and the small nation rose as the independent Principality of Gallia, declaring neutrality and establishing a system of universal conscription. Sea at its north and west, and thick forest shielding it to the south. It's naturally fortified against invasion. Hilly plains cover 60% of the land, and its mountains contain a rich store of ragnite ore, a valued source of energy. Gallia enjoys a temperate oceanic climate with little variation in rain throughout the year. Highly fertile soil, favorable conditions for livestock and grain. Few are as large as the so-called sister mills, which are kind of destroyed right now. Brule is also known as Miller's Home. Randgrease takes its name from the ancient war hero who founded it. Castle Randgrease, home to the Archduke, marks the iconic heart of the capital. Its single magnificent tower has been likened to a unicorn's horn, giving rise to the national crest that bears the likeness of the mythical beast. The military headquarters is known informally as Fort Amatriane. Amatriane. It's a lot of vowels in a row. Europa is a resource-rich part of the largest landmass in the Northern Hemisphere. This land has inspired those with dreams of domination for millennia. In ancient times, the Valkyria, managed to unite Europa under their rule, giving rise to a number of kingdoms. Subsequent invasions arose as influential leaders within each of the kingdoms chose to splinter off to form new nations, and it was not long before the first campaigns of conquest began. By the 1800s, the balance of power lay split between the Eastern European Imperial Alliance and the Atlantic Federation, with the small nations and their shadows left to weather the waves caused by the clash of these two behemoths. So you can see from Gallia there, the Atlantic Federation isn't really to our west, it's more to our south. We have ocean to the west. That's assuming that north is up on the map, I guess. While not technically an autocracy, the Emperor enjoys limitless authority within the Alliance. The Empire retains customs and practices, so the Emperor... Was the Emperor Maximilian? Or was Maximilian just the one in charge of the invasion of Gallia? I think he's just in charge of the invasion. The Empire retains customs and practices held over from medieval times, and its people are known to harbor conservative views, including a strong hatred for the Darkson race. Oh, I hope we get some background on this Darkson catastrophe thing. Calamity. This calendar used across Europa has at its origin the Valkyria conquest of the continent. Alright, so EC is a timeline beginning at the Valkyria conquest. Each year is counted in relation to the year the Darkson people were subdued, and Europa was united as a continent. So, were the Darkson here first? Is that like the idea? Years predating the unification are denoted as BC, or before conquest. That's handy. Friction between Federation and Empire surrounding Ragnite resources escalated into a continent-wide war, EW1. The Industrial Revolution of the 18th century led to skyrocketing demand for Ragnite, pitting Europa's twin giants in a race for resources. When the Crown Prince of the Empire was assassinated at the start of the 20th century, tensions spiraled into an all-out war. Though the Imperial force employed a corps of newly developed tanks, hostilities soon became bogged down in fruitless trench warfare, and the two exhausted powers ultimately signed a ceasefire agreement. During the war, Gallia's military, led by General Belgian Gunther's Tank Corps, foiled an Imperial invasion attempt. When the Crown Prince of the Empire was assassinated, it's like Archduke Ferdinand. Beginning as an Imperial incursion into Federation land, EW2 quickly engulfed the entire continent in what became the largest-scale war in Europa's history. Though EW1 ended in a stalemate... Wait, was that supposed to be EW1 in the previous paragraph? Both powers had spent the intervening years stockpiling arms and preparing for the inevitable return to hostilities. After a short 20-year pause, that's about right, the Empire began the invasion anew, taking 3 of the Federation's border republics in quick succession. The Federation responded with a formal declaration of war. It wasn't long before the forces of both superpowers began to spill across the borders of other neighboring nations. Soon, all of Europa was caught up in a war that dwarfed all those in memory. Universities double as officer training schools. Gallia's army in times of peace has 80,000 ground units, 10,000 marine units, and 2,000 military police units, in addition to autonomous town watches. Professor Tamer, creator of the tank that war hero General Gunther operated, was a major player in the Arsenal's initial staff, matched only by Bernhard Brondel in skill. Brondel, who rose to lead the Arsenal, is said to have amassed his considerable knowledge through close friendships with a number of talented Darkson engineers. Tanks. So this is what it's all about. Ragnite. The surging need for tank fuel and weaponry derived from the ore has recently driven Europa's nations to expand their borders. in a growing war for resources. Refined into liquid ragnaline. It can fuel lamps or power vehicles, granting it a broad range of civilian uses. Its military applications include tank fuel, an incendiary agent and flamethrowers, the explosive payload and hand grenades, and countless others. Medical scientists recently learned that the ore also acts as a painkiller, developing a controlled disinfectant and restorative agent known as Ragnade. Lion's Paw. Which we are planting everywhere we go, apparently. Huh. That was a lot of reading. So let's head back to the headquarters. And we're going to level up. And we're going to change some squad members. And we're going to do some R&D. Let's start with R&D. Welcome, bro.
Welcome, bro. I'm stoked you're here, man. What can I do you for?
Okay, let's start with going through the thing here now. I should have a whole bunch of money because I did the skirmish a bunch of times, like 4 times, I think. So we're gonna get some more accurate rifles. We're gonna get some more accurate sniper rifles. Still a C, but I guess it could be a more accurate C. But it also increases its range and damage, so that seems like a good idea. Gonna get our soldiers some more defense. We're gonna get our lancers some more defense. And we are going to get our tank some more defense. Spare tread. Drive systems. So these are both for tread support. So far our tank treads haven't really been a problem, so I think I might save this money for now. An extra magazine. Does that mean I get an extra mortar? Because that would be great. Ammo +1? Does that mean I got 1 more mortar? Let's do it. It's only 1,000. Ooh, that one has a funny shape. We'll just put it down there. Okay, that looks like it for base upgrades, unless I want to buy these. Oh no, I went through all 3 of these, didn't I? Yep. Okay. And this we already did. Oh, so does it say we have 2 rounds now? Yes, we have 2 mortar rounds. That's awesome. And I got money to spare. We're throwing a party tonight. Everyone's invited. Well, not everyone. Some people are getting left behind in the command room. Let's go level up.
Welcome to your worst nightmare, maggots!
You are 48 years old, I think. Alright. I think we definitely want our snipers to go up a level. See if we can't keep Oscar alive a little bit better. I think we're going to take our scouts up and our lancers up. And I'm going to keep our shock troopers up there. Wait, am I over my limit here? Oh no, that's how much I have left, so I can do everyone.
Fight the bullet!
Orange lines! I love you, orange lines.
Good work!
Did I get anything?
Looks like that session Looks like... Okay, you've earned clearance for a new order.
So scouts, lancers, and engineers. You learned Attack Boost. This order raises one ally's anti-personnel attack power. And I've got XP left over. I could do Shock Troopers up to 6. Or I could do... I think I'm going to do Snipers again. And Engineers.
Fight the bullet! Good work! Okay.
Aim Boost. Oh, that's great. This order raises one ally's accuracy, so maybe I could like use that on a sniper and then kill 3 people. So let's switch some people up. Also see if we have any new people.
Hello, Welkin. Oh, and there have been some new recruits. You
Nice.
should take a look at the master list.
What have we got? We got Monthly Leonard. Meadowbred, I think means they get an accuracy or evasion or something bonus in meadows. And what is... Eichmophobic? I feel like I should know that. What does that mean? Oh, no. Deathly afraid of pointed objects. Being around Lancer's weapons makes them hyperventilate. I wonder if that's like fear of needles or something. Eichmo. Alright. Monty Leonard. We got... Niles Darden. City Kid. Standing on paved roads is better defense, better evasion, drop in evasion if they're near people. We've got Yoko Martins. Board leader. Likes Kobe, Aisha, and Aika. Herbert Nielsen. Is Fatalist. When HP reaches a single digit, they dive headlong into despair, causing lower firing accuracy. Okay, that's not too bad. That looks like it. Alright, so who are we removing from our squad? First of all, I think I have too many engineers. I don't think I need 4 engineers. So I'm going to get rid of... Carl did pretty well that fight. He's lonely. He likes being near people. I feel like my engineer is generally going to be near people. And tanks. I'm assuming this is tanks, because what else is metal so far? Maybe Lancers, but I feel like it would say Lancers specifically. So, I think he's a good engineer to have. I think I might get rid of Homer. Sorry, Homer.
Oh, a premature parting. Yet another place I don't belong.
Yeah, you're kind of a bummer. Alright, so now we have 3 engineers. Do I get any new snipers? Can I get rid of Cesari? No. Alright, so I'll keep these 2 snipers, I'll keep these 3 engineers. I think Rosina is gone, 'cause she's a Darkson hater. We got enough of those already.
You do good work, pal. If you ever need some muscle, just give me a call.
Hector I haven't really used yet. Jan we like. Largo is like one of our main guys. So, just a loyal teammate. Alright. Wendy hasn't been very productive, but I feel like her moment is still coming. Okay, we're getting rid of Salinas.
This was a good squad. So long, Welkin.
I don't really have anything against Salinas, but I need some spots to fill in. I guess we could get rid of Nina, too. She hates Lancers. Does that mean she does more damage against them? Attack power is lowered. Yeah, we're gonna get rid of Nina.
Thanks for the good times, boss. I'll stay in shape in case you need me again.
And up here, we're getting rid of Noche for sure.
Yeah, later. Oh, and if you hurt Alicia, I'll kill you.
No buzz off. Millville I like. Wavy, I don't really care one way or another at the moment. Although he does like Nadine, and I do have Nadine. But I'm gonna get rid of him for now.
You've taught me quite a lot, sir. If I can be of service again, don't hesitate to ask.
I'll take him back if I have room. But I wanted to get, oh, I want to see what their videos are.
Hey, I'm Motley Leonard. How goes it?
Okay, so he's a kid.
Okay, great. Later. Call me if you need me.
With a very upbeat, positive attitude.
I'm Niels. Niels Derden. I'll see you on the field.
He's like gruff soldier type.
That was good. Be seeing you.
Okay, he's just kind of a guy. Yoko.
Hi there. I'm Yoko Martins. I'm sure we'll get along just fine. Thanks for all you've done, kiddo. If you need me, I'm always here for you.
Kind of the motherly type. And Herbert.
Herbert Nielsen is...
Okay, you're gone.
Wow, so...
Yep, whatever. Alright, so I liked Yoko. And then, Niels was okay. But I wanted to take Aika.
Hey there. I'm Ika Thompson. I'll try my best. Sound good, Welkin?
Because she seems to go with Vice. I wanted to take Alex.
Hi, I'm Alex Raymond. I look forward to serving with you, Welkin.
Yeah, Alex is cool. And I wanted to take, not Edie. Who was the girl that was from, like, the... Who were you? Susie, maybe? Trooper hater. She's bad against shock troopers, though. I wonder if that includes grenades. No, I don't think I'm taking Susie. So what do we have? We have 4 open slots, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 scouts. 1, 2, 3, 4 shock troopers. Okay, I want to get one more Lancer. So I think I'm going to give Yoko a chance here. Hector has a metal allergy. That seems really bad for a Lancer. I think I'm going to get rid of him.
Thanks for everything you've done, sir.
And I'll give this new guy a try. So that gives us 4 Lancers. I think 3 Engineers is probably fine. So let me get another Shock Trooper. How about... Just got rid of Nina. I just got rid of Salinas. I didn't really like Edie. Dorothy seemed like she was just gonna run away. Kobe is alright. But he's got the bad back thing, which means he's bad at crouching, which doesn't seem like a good idea. Alright, I'm taking Celine. Yeah, I'm taking Salinas back again.
Salinas...
And... how about... Alright, well I said I would take Wavy back if I had spots,
Please.
so... There we go. So this is my current team. Oh, I have one more slot. I have so many scouts. I wish I had, like, more snipers. I want a 3rd sniper. Alright, how about... fine, I'll take a 4th engineer. Take... Ramsey. Yeah, that seems fine.
I'm Ramsey Clement.
Yeah. So be it.
Come back anytime.
this mean I can give that gun to somebody that, oh no, Wendy still has the shotgun. Okay. I know it's not a shotgun, but it's like a really close range machine gun that doesn't do damage at range. Okay. So, next time we play, we'll do, whatever this next mission was called. Wait, what are these things?
Hey, Lieutenant! Off duty today?
Castlefront Street.
Your timing's perfect. There's something I want to show you. Won't take but a minute. Come on. Ta-da! It's the writing on the wall, written and published by yours truly. Why do this when I already have a radio news gig, you say? Sure, I could leave it up to the print news guys, but they're all lapdogs. The government censors everything. And not just a little cut here and there. In some cases, they'll bend the harsh truth into candy-sweet propaganda. I'm so sick of it. I want to give my readers the truth. That includes the bad stuff, too. So, this is my brilliant plan. The writing on the wall.
What is it, a book?
Some things are only possible in out-of-the-way spots like this, out of sight from those government goons. I'll keep this space filled with up-to-date, absolutely factual info. No censorship. And your exploits will feature heavily, I'm sure. So yeah, come by and have a read sometime.
Paper? A store that sells papers? Interview given on the 8th. A spokesman for the Central Gallian Armed Forces suggested a massive anti-imperial counterstrike brewing. Should this come to pass, all eyes will be on how a force that has thus far specialized in retreat can stem the imperial incursion that claimed most of Gallia by last month's end, and now stands before the gates of Randgrease. Where do I go down? It seems the militia will join the army proper on this bid to free the capital from a siege, a fear that has persisted for weeks now. Some suggest this move is due to the army's desire to conserve its own manpower for combat within the city's walls, a very real possibility should this plan fail. The Empire-owned and run Terry's news outlet reported on the 6th that Imperial forces have claimed the coastal Federation city of Valua. If true, the Empire would now hold a supply route for Ragnite transit, greatly influencing their standing in southern Europa. Unlike the northern provinces, Europa's south lacks for Ragnite, meaning that supplies must be shipped in from elsewhere to sustain the Empire's offensive. The Empire's hold on Europa's southern coast means expansion of the conflict to all areas of the continent is more likely now than ever before. The Federation has yet to issue a statement regarding the Empire's alleged seizure of Valua at this time. Oh yeah, Gallia's militia brings home the glory. As the first operation in what is likely a full-scale counteroffensive, the 3rd Regiment reclaimed the Great Basil Bridge, a vital trade artery, after rousting the Empire's local defenses on the 14th. This officially frees Randgrease from the need to seal its walls. Rather than assail the Empire's bridgehead, the militia opted to swim a tank across the river and attack from the rear, an unconventional strategy, to say the least. The drawbridge was then opened, dumping the rest of the defensive forces into the drink. The man behind this bold plan, Welkin Gunther, is none other than the son of European War I hero Belgian Gunther. This acorn hasn't fallen far at all. On the 20th, the Gallian forces in the north announced their retreat from the area. Though no details were given, the Imperial takeover of Fosen, keystone among the North Gallian industrial cities, and also where Karl Lanzat is from, is likely a chief cause. The capture of Fosen, a center for Gallia's Ragnite, steel and oil refineries, struck a massive blow to the nation's productivity. Though the meeting among Gallian army leaders, held the day word of Fosen's fall arrived, lasted well into the night, no official word has yet been issued as to a specific plan for liberation of the city.
And while you're here,
I wonder if we are going to be liberating Fosen.
I want to put a book out someday, right? To put the truth in the hands of the people. But I'm just a radio news grunt, you know? I'll be paying for everything out of my own pocket. So, I figured I'd ask you. Think you could find it in your wallet's heart to help a girl get started? I'd make it worth your while. You guys could feature in the book I write. I still haven't decided what all I want to put in it, but I promise it'll be all about you. See this fat stack of notes? Got a ton of material already. So how about it? Call it an investment in the future rising star of authordom. Please.
Oh, I support stories. With all this money I have.
Thanks a million. I plan on putting out new editions periodically, so drop by to check it out often. Especially after you've made some headlines on the battlefield. That's the perfect time to strike. I'm counting on you out there, Welkin. You need to keep me supplied with exciting material.
I need to make it through a battle without Oscar getting killed. Or injured badly. War cemetery.
Paying your respects? Sorry, I suppose that was a foolish question.
Actually, no, sir. I'm not here visiting anyone in particular.
Oh, then might I ask what brings you to a place like this?
I find it sobering, standing here in front of all those who died in the last war. That and seeing this much death reminds me that humans are just another part of nature.
Don't suppose I've ever heard that before. Judging from your clothes, you're militia.
Yes, sir. Lieutenant Welkin Gunther. I'm in charge of Squad 7, Regiment 3.
Gunther. I see. Squad leader. Very impressive for a young man.
Not at all, sir. I'm still woefully inexperienced. One wrong order from me and my squad could wind up here. It's a huge responsibility.
Huh? You haven't gotten anybody killed yet.
You respect the weight of their lives. Here, let me teach you a special order.
Ooh.
An order, sir? I'm sorry. Who did you say you were?
Just a leftover from the last war. I'm afraid my orders require some experience, though.
Oh no. I spent all my experience.
I can't in good faith teach them to those who lack the maturity to use them properly. Now, let's see. I'll teach you Healing Request today. Use it to request a medic to heal a single allied unit's wounds.
That seems useful.
Well, what is your decision?
Oh, I don't have it. I need to do some skirmish.
I see. I suppose it was too soon for you. I hope we'll meet again. Should you wish, you can likely find me here.
Yeah, I'll totally take a rain check. Cloud and Wildwood. Do I have like a... Ooh. Oh, there's like a blue tab now. What do we have here? New personnel was added, it said. A frequent visitor to the graves of his fallen EW1 comrades, this doleful gentleman has begun passing his learned orders down to Welkin. Wait, didn't I already read him? Bleak circumstances only excite him all the more, and luckily he has an iron will to see him through. Once he starts talking about the sky, he doesn't stop. Yeah, like, a bunch of people have mentioned that, like, this character and Aika were from, I'm guessing, like, another game or something. I didn't know what it was. A lover of all types of meat, Porcavians hold a particular fascination for him. Pigs, I guess? A close friend of Ted's, the two often practiced their clown routines together. One encounter with a longhorn stag left him deathly afraid of pointed objects. Interesting. So they're giving us justification for their potentials. His open interest in Alicia makes him dislike Welkin quite a bit. His plan is to win her over with a series of ballads he wrote in praise of her beauty. Well, he's not on my squad, so he's not going to get that chance. Her feelings for Welkin often once overflowed into a heartfelt letter, but her pride has kept her from ever delivering it. Aw. Do it, Juno. A mother hen by nature, he worked as a babysitter before enlisting. Since then, he's busied himself with preparing meals and baking treats for his crush, Largo. A denizen of the capital city's seedy underbelly, his was a solitary life. He remained undefeated through countless turf wars. Yoko is 37. She ran a well-loved Rangrease eatery until donating all of the food in her larder to refugees one day and joining the militia. Yeah, we like Yoko. Herbert is 18. Born in an arid region where the weather dictates one's day, he grew to avoid any energy expenditures he possibly could. Oops. Meek to the point of being paralyzed in the face of danger, he nevertheless chose to join the militia in hopes of a peaceful future with his lover. We don't know who his lover is. She's fiercely protective not only of her fellow Darksons, but of anyone whom she has recognized as a friend, readily risking danger to keep them safe. He tries to play the strong big brother to Emily, but he's actually quite timid. Terrified of thunder and mice, he always keeps his distance from the kitchen. Cesari's home is a small village in Barracks. Out of pure boredom, he once tried to scale some nearby ruins as a child and fell. He has feared heights ever since. This guy's like the worst sniper. I don't want him at all. I need more snipers. Alright. Oh wait, there was one other thing, wasn't there? What was this blue thing?
Report. Ellet Embedded.
I guess the left-hand page doesn't have a thing. Interviews. Let the interviews begin. Awesome.
Squad 7 of Regiment 3. My first impression, good. Lieutenant Welkin Gunther, squad leader. Next in command, Sergeant Alicia Melchiot.
That face.
that lieutenant looks softer than I'd expect for the son of the late General Gunther. And her. Her hometown is Brule, same as Gunther. Could be childhood friends. But if I'm lucky, they were childhood sweethearts. We'll just have to find out how close they are. Next on the list, Sergeant Largo Potter and Corporal Bridget Stark. Oh wait, that's right. Stark had a nickname. Gotta jot that down. Goes by Rosie. There. Looks like those two don't trust Gunther much yet. That could be good. Could be really good. Who does that leave? Right, the tank pilot, Corporal Isara Gunther. Huh, she's the lieutenant's sister. Now that's strange. She looks dark-skinned to me. Wonder how that comes into the picture. You couldn't ask for a more colorful crew than that, could you? Something tells me these guys are different than the usual troop somehow. Maybe my keen journalistic instincts? Well then... The truth's not gonna uncover itself. Here I come, ready or not.
I kinda like her. Largo and Rosie.
Oh, there's Sergeant Potter, and Corporal Stark with him. Hey, guys! Mind if I ask a few questions? It'll only take a second.
What? Like an interview? What do you want to go interviewing us for?
Aw, come on, big guy. I bet we'd make better topics than some rich kid.
Wonderful. Let's start with you then, Largo. You fought in the first European War, right?
Yeah, I've been a soldier ever since, too. I'm what you'd call a seasoned warrior, see?
And why did you choose to stay in the force? Most people try to avoid the soldiering life.
It's an honest living, plus I got my reasons. Besides, I ain't the only one. Look at Elle.
Who?
Elle? Who's Elle?
If I had to guess, I'd say Eleanor Virat. Captain Virat, that is. 3rd Regiment.
Calls her Elle, huh?
It seems you've got quite a history with her. Care to fill in some details for us?
There ain't no details.
There is details.
Is this the trash you want to write about? Look, I'm a busy guy. I'm out of here.
Sub-quest acquired.
Hey, Largo, wait up!
Oh, just let him go. We can have a little chat, just the two of us girls. So, Rosie. Can I call you Rosie? Beautiful name, by the way. Do you like flowers?
I used to sing at a bar. It was hardly a flower patch, but my nickname there stuck. Tell you what, though. Some customers came from miles away just to hear me sing.
My. So why's a pretty young songbird with a voice as sweet as a rose so... thorny towards Lieutenant Gunther and all those others?
I just ain't trusting my back to a stinking dark hair is all.
Traumatic past experience with a darkson leave you bitter, maybe?
Think what you want. I got better things to do than sit around gabbing about him is all. You can put me down as allergic, yeah? Just chatting and I'm starting to feel sick.
Bet she'd spill the beans if you got her riled up enough. Maybe next time. Still, a veteran carrying a torch for his captain and a Darkson-hating chanteuse? They may be cranky, but they're characters.
I love this game.
Boo!
Oh, hello, Miss Ellet. How are you?
Nerves of steel.
A little freaked out now. You didn't even bat an eye at that. You were staring at the sky pretty intently. Something up there we should know about?
I'd like to fly. Well, actually, I'd like to fly my brother.
Fly your brother? Care to expound on that? You don't seem the type to have her head in the clouds. It's very romantic.
I believe myself to be quite logical, really. Too logical, perhaps.
Okay, so if you don't mind my asking, how exactly are you and your brother related? Wait, let's leave that for now. How would you describe your brother as a person?
Welks is... objectively speaking, he can seem a little strange sometimes.
I see. Although I'm a little unsure of what that means, coming from you.
But he is a very kind person, and loyal. Anytime my heritage brought me trouble, he was the first to come to my defense.
I see. Sounds like you really love him, huh?
I would say I respect him a great deal.
That is just way too cute.
Gotcha. Sounds like you lucked out in the sibling department then.
Yes, very much so. That's why I'd like to give him the opportunity to fly.
I'm still not sure I follow that exactly, but we'll leave that for another day. Thanks for your time. Next up, Squad Leader Gunther himself.
Are we gonna get a plane in this game? Do we get to fly a plane?
Hello, hello! Are you ready for your big interview?
Hello, Miss Ellet. Hard at work again, I see.
Didn't you already interview him before?
Oh, Alicia, I wanted to get in a chat with you today, too.
Wait, really? You're going to write an article about me?
Such a 180.
I can't say whether it'll make the paper, but I do have some questions for you. You've been at Lieutenant Gunther's side since you left Brule. Tell me what he's like.
Wait a minute. You want to interview me about him? Well, let's see. We only met just a few days ago, but... he's a pretty interesting person. You never know what he's going to say next.
I see, I see. So, forget he's your boss for a second. What do you think of him as a guy?
Right to the good questions.
What? I've never really thought about it.
Liar.
I don't know.
Is that so? Well, Lieutenant Gunther, care to comment in her place? Lieutenant, where'd he go?
Alicia, if you don't step up your game, Juno's gonna beat you to the goal.
Huh? Oh, sorry. There was just this crazy-looking bug. I got distracted.
See what I mean? He's an interesting guy, if unpredictable.
No kidding. Now, Lieutenant Gunther, I have a couple of questions for you. First up, how do you feel about this war, as the son of a hero from the First European War?
Same as anybody else, I guess. I want it to be over. Are people looking at me as the son of a hero? Well, maybe I am, but I'm still just me.
Okay then, let's talk about you. What are you fighting for?
I feel like the present world is made up of things we've inherited from the past. We get life and a home from our parents, knowledge from our teachers. And not just the good stuff. Take prejudice against Darksons. That's learned behavior. Every creature out there is trying to pass things along to future generations. I want to pass on what I think is right. I'm fighting for the ability to do that.
Thank you very much. That's all I've got for you today.
Overwhelmed.
Great, we're done? I want to get back to that fascinating insect again.
Huh. You really hit the nail on the head. He's as entertaining as he is unpredictable. I was planning on moving along to the next squad after interviewing everyone in Squad 7. But I think I'll stick around and learn a bit more about you Sevens, if you don't mind.
You're more than welcome.
Not at all. Just try to stay out of the combat zones, for your own safety.
I'm not making any promises. I go where the scoop takes me. That's just how I roll.
Well, that was cool. I liked that. Alright, so next time it'll be Chapter 5, The Cloven Wildwood. See you then, everyone.